Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone doing tonight? It is Saturday night. I feel all right. And a little bit better because it is rabbit night. Rabbit season, duck season, rabbit season. We are finishing, or continuing. We're not finishing. We are continuing our build of the ERCF extruder, multi-material extruder. For those that are, this is part 2. If you missed part 1, watch this part and then go back and watch it, because, you know, this is a live stream. It's the point of watching a live stream. I know you can't watch it live, but live streams are more fun when they're live. So how's everyone doing tonight? I am hopping mad. I am not hopping mad. I'm in a great mood. Yeah, cold's pretty much gone for the most part. There has been some updates to the manual, apparently. So there's that. We are going to carry on with our build. Hopefully we can get it all finished, assembled, and then wired up. I know we ran into issues with the wiring. We're just going to build it and then deal with the wiring later. I think that's probably the easiest way of going about this. So we'll do that. How's everyone doing? If you have not, DFH, Deep Fried Hero, is giving away 2 kits worldwide. Enter in the draw below in the description. Go there, enter. Chance to win 2 of these worldwide. Worldwide. So anywhere in the world, you don't have to be here to win. You just got to enter between now and the end of the stream. So let's get some, sorry, a little bit loud there. Let's get some music going. And yeah, how is everyone doing? Hat is back. For now, it's hot. I had a long sleeve shirt on because it was cold up here today, like outside, and I just quickly swapped to a t-shirt because it's actually kind of warm in the room. So, where we left off, we are kind of here. We got to do gear alignment, and then we're moving on to the selector section, and then wiring. So, again, this is part 2 of this build. Except Canada, because Canada doesn't exist. First off, everyone say hi, David. Second, if Canada doesn't exist, where did that filament you sent me go? Because you sent it to Canada, and I have it here. So then where did the filament go, David? Where is the filament, David? It is hot. That is a really hot hat. So where we left off, we have to line up these. So I need some filament. That's loaded. That's loaded. You need a piece of filament for this to work. So where's the filament, David? And as a construct of the government, it's just a bunker in Arizona. That makes no sense. It would be a bunker in, like, Montana. You're not making sense, David. So, overhead view. So we have our ERCF, and as you can see, our feed gears are not quite lined up. They're all flippy floppy. So spin this so we got the right side up. And then what we're going to do is feed some filament through and use that to line it up. Now, as you can see, we have those little washers that, remember, we installed those washers at the beginning. The reason those washers are there is so that when there's no tension on this, like when it's selected a different filament, the filament doesn't push through. So we might need our little gate razor piece here, and now the filament goes through. So essentially, you're going to line up each one and tighten it. Government is a construct of the people, and it's real, right? I don't know. All I know is I pay taxes, and I could drive my car now. Wow, okay, not that one. No, I have a good one. Is this the right one? There we go. So how's everyone doing? Everyone have a good week? Rufus, thank you for becoming a member. Is worth building Flying Voron Zero. If you want to build a Flying Voron Zero, it's light enough. I'm sure it'll pass FAA regulations. How do I not have good enough Allen key for this? These I will say these, there we go. These set screws are very finicky. And you should be Loctiting these. But I am not for now. They're easy to get at, so if it does become an issue, I'll do it in the future. But for now, I'm not. Is the Physec V2 kit from Ali better than the Formbot one? I have no idea. The only kit I have any comfortable, or I am comfortable recommending, is the LDO kit for the V01. It is the only kit I've built. Ergo, it's the only one I could form an opinion on. I don't like recommending things I do not personally have used or people that I trust have used. I'm sure they're fine. You may have to swap out the odd part that's a little funky, but I'm sure it's fine, but I won't recommend it because I haven't used it. And I did print a replacement part for this. Last week I cracked one of these guys. I printed off a new one. So I did swap that out already. Did I see the tweets from Joel about the blue in his pics? I don't think it's not a 2.4. Let me pull it up here. So it's not a 2.4 what Joel has. It's a yeah, you're referring about this guy, right? Am I getting a switchwire kit from LDO? At this time, no. Because here's the thing. I see this switchwire here? That pretty much is an LDO switchwire. LDO made the frame on it and the motors. They didn't make the bed, but LDO makes beds. So, but it's a bed, it's a bed, it's a bed, right? Yes, LDO makes beds. And I'm assuming the LDO kit will come with an LDO bed. But the frame and the motors on that are LDO. Everything else is just like screws and bearings, which you get from whoever, like LDO doesn't make. So, me building an LDO switchwire kit would be cool, but it would be exactly the same as my existing switchwire because, you know, the meat and potatoes of it is already LDO. So. Is that a rat rig? No, it's a V2. My mic is buzzing. What do you mean my mic is buzzing? Why are you buzzing, Mike? How bad is it buzzing? I haven't had a chance to watch the flying Bmg video yet. Am I buzzing? 1 second. Let me see if I am buzzing. I'm just going to talk for a minute here, so by the time I can hear the mic, I'll have enough buffer. I think I sound fine. Oh well. Alright, whatever. So we are good there, good there, good there. Not buzzing now. Okay, so if we're not buzzing, we're not buzzing. And unfortunately, I'm out of whiskey, so I won't be buzzed at all tonight, so. It is what it is. Am I converting my 1.8 into a Trident? I am not. So Toasty is now down there for a room because for those that don't know, hide all the personal info. I has a Delta, and that's going to probably go right here. So, no, I will not be converting because Toasty is perfectly capable of doing what it's doing as a 1.8, and upgrading it to a Trident won't really buy me much because it's perfectly capable of what it's doing as it is. Tri-point bed leveling will do nothing for me. Not researching deltas. No. But anyways, back to that blue printer that Joel has. That's the one some 14-year-old kid built and sent to him. It does share the gantry of a V1.8. It is a V1.8 gantry. The frame is different though, and the Z is different. Voron is open source. Anyone can use whatever from Voron as they wish. They just have to give credit and reference back to it. Alexandra, $10 for whiskey. Thank you, appreciate it. And I lose the backpack. Correct. If I convert it to a Trident, I lose the backpack, which means there's more volume inside, more air to heat up. So Klipper, yeah, Klipper works on a Delta. Klipper works on all 3D printers, as long as you have a Raspberry Pi hooked up to it. Okay, so we have that. So it looks like gear alignment. Open the latch of the first tool and slide the top hat arm into the filament block dedicated hole. You'll need to find the proper orientation to insert it. It should not take much force. Once installed, close the latch. Repeat this process for all tools. So, open that up, and this is 0. So are these labeled at all? No, they're all the same. Now these go in a certain way. So the first thing I have to do is make sure there's no dog hair. And then I guess it just kind of pops into position. And of course, there's repelling magnets. So it's going to want to hover like that. And then I think I push it down, snap that back in. Yeah, see? So now it floats. So you can see that the filament won't be squeezed unless this is pushed down. Magnets. How do they work, guys? How do magnets work? Can someone explain what it is? It is a multi-material unit. It's an open source multi-material unit. So if you're familiar with the Prusa MMU, this is like an open source alternative of it, but it uses dual drive gears to feed, and has an encoder and a few other funky things in it. Plus, you could build it as many as you want. This is a 6-unit one. It's amazing how good these magnets work at keeping everything disengaged until you want it engaged. Ooh. Magnets. Science. There we go. So we have that. Magnets are attractive. Or detractive. Unretractive? Repellent? I don't know. It is not Bowden because, let's go here. Let's not use this machine. We'll use this one. So how it will work is this is a direct feed tool head. So there's an extruder in here. The Enraged rabbit carrot feeder would be like on top of the machine, and it would do the changes. So what would happen is it would select like color 1, filament 1. It would feed it all the way down. There's a sensor in the tool head that detects when it's inserted, and then the extruder on the Enraged rabbit carrot feeder disengages. This one engages and then pulls the filament and feeds it while it prints. When it's done printing that color, it retracts it up above the gears of here. The Enraged rabbit takes over, pulls the filament out, swaps over to the next color, and feeds it down. And then after that, yeah. You want to see what E3D's new hot and what's behind Godzilla. Behind Godzilla is a dragon. Haha. I fooled you. You are now the fool. Why does the middle one have a cutout? Are you referring to this gap right here in the middle? Is there no at this time, Andrew? It's only compatible with a afterburner that uses a clockwork or the Galileo. So I will be, again, I'm putting this all in my switch wire. It will be getting a Galileo. Phil R, 1999, thank you, appreciate it. Thanks for the videos. V07, we're up to 730, holy crap. Been running for a month, and V2, whatever high number, should be printing. Awesome, it's good to hear. Diamond hands, yes, diamond hands, hold. I'm calling Slice. Why would you call Slice? As you can see, the Slice sticker is no longer on this machine. I have a I don't know what. I've been collecting retro stickers. So I've got the old MZBot logo, because everyone likes the old MZBot logo. And for some reason, E3D has updated their logo to a new one. But I happen to have the old one. I've had it for a few months now. So I figured I'd put that on the machine, because why not? You know, every now and then something that's been around for a while comes out with something cool. So you might as well, you know, have fun with stickers. So, where are we at? So now we're building the selector. So this is the part that will actually select the filament. Yeah, I do have the old Spartus stickers somewhere. I don't have any of the new Spartus stickers. I have the old one. I got some, I do have some DFH ones though. Yeah, 3 days. Something in 3 days will happen. I don't know what will happen in 3 days, but you know, if you were the guy who bought Dogecoin after Elon Musk went on Saturday Night Live, you had bad timing. If you invested in Enron after everything tanked, you had bad timing. If you buy a hot end in the next few days, you have really bad timing. Carry on. Selector. We're going to build a selector now. So for this, we are going to need to remove some built-in support. I think I already did it. No, I did not do that. No, if NDAs ended, then NDAs would end. But if you're on an NDA, you can't say you're on an NDA. So I can neither confirm nor deny that I'm on an NDA, because that would be in violation of any potential NDAs. But if I wasn't in an NDA, I wouldn't be able to say I was in an NDA. So we have some built-in support I got to remove out of here. So where is, there we go. Can't see anything. There we go. Built-in support. So, tip for anyone who wants to design anything that would be a voron compatible thingy. If you build it, if you design it, and it does require some support, because let's face it, you can't design everything to be supportless. If you design anything, make sure it has built-in support. I can neither confirm nor deny the existence of the information requested, but hypothetically, if such data were to exist, the subject matter would be classified and cannot be disclosed. Exactly. So, but in another news, did you guys see the LDO switch wire kit? Jason put some pictures out on the Twitter, and it's looking mighty nice. So if it's like the switch wire kit, which I have all faith that they would make it of the same quality, then it should be a pretty dang good kit. Some LM8 UUs, and these are going to go in here. So I'm going to grease these up first. What about the new micro Swiss extruder thing? I've never run a micro Swiss anything in any of my printers ever. So for me, it's kind of like that's kind of cool, but I don't know. So how to grease bearings up easy, linear bearings. Splooge some grease inside of it. Put a finger over the other end. Get your, in this case, an 8mm rod, and push it in and compress. And what that'll do is, because you're not letting the grease out the other end and it's a rubber seal, you're forcing the grease into the bearings. And there we are. And do the same for the other one. So splooge some grease in, finger over the end, shove your rod in, and push. Any excess will splurt out, and then you can be done with all your sexual innuendos. Would you rather use RJ4JP? But what the heck is an RJ4JP0108? Oh, are you talking about the IGUS, right? You're talking about IGUS, right? Yeah, I guess. You know what? Ah, I do. You know what? I got IGUS. So this would actually be a proper application for IGUS bearings. Personally, these are dumb in 3D printers. IGUS bearings, the way they work isn't really great for continual motion. They're very good for things that move from one location to another, and what happens in between doesn't matter. So like pick and place machines. But 3D printers, I'm not a huge fan of using IGUS bearings in 3D printers. I think they have, and you'll hear this from some other people, they have a problem called stiction. Yes, that is not a real word. Maybe it is a real word. I don't know. But the problem with IGUS bearings is they have to overcome friction to get moving or change direction. It just how they work. So when you do direction changes, it takes more force for an IGUS bearing to accelerate and decelerate from a standstill or change direction than linear bearings and ball bearings. So in an application like this, though, where you're not worried about acceleration because it's literally just moving a cart from one section to another, they should be fine. And since I have two of them, I'll put them in and give it a shot, see how it works. I've seen a bunch of these, people have built these with IGUS bearings, so they should be fine. Like, it's not a 3D printer, you're just moving from A to B. All the super grease. Stiction is a real word. It's a perfectly cromulent word, exactly. So yeah, we'll use the IGUS bearings. We'll give them a shot. Yes, you're supposed to have them all press fit in and whatnot, but again, this ain't a 3D printer, so. Aren't they self-lube? I don't know. Like, it's been a long time since I've looked at them. I'm sure a little super grease won't hurt, though. Where's my mallet? That ain't my mallet, but that'll do. Okay, if they are self-lubricating, then they are self-lubricating, but I'm sure a little bit of super grease ain't gonna hurt it. More lube, more good. Exactly. There you go. Press fit. You have to compress them anyways. I don't know. That works. Honestly, you could probably use printed bearings in this thing. It's not like it's a high-speed, high-load application. Okay. Can I install Hemera or BQ-H2 on a voron? I don't believe there are mounts for those, either of those. Unless somebody in the community designed them, there are no official mounts for either of those. You would lose XY room. Personally, I wouldn't even bother with an H2. I don't trust it. I have two of them. It took two to get a functioning one. The first one was just garbage. I don't trust it. I'd go Hemera over the H2. Weight be damned. Well, if you already have the LMUs, you might as well use them. Like, honestly, I don't think it'll make any functional difference. Heat set time. Yeah, heat sets. Did I get the new tip yet? I have not. I'm just using my old tip. It's in the 1.1 version. And that's the one we're building today. It's 1.1. Are you heating up? Yeah, it's heating up. The moment anything gets covered in super grease, I find out where all the dog hair is. Okay, so there's 2 holes here. Only the bigger hole gets the insert. Okay, and then there's also another part that gets in. Nope. Two up here. There we go. So I think that's all. So we got 1, 2, 3. There we go. We are good there. Engagement. Yes, engagement. Like the smash button. Doggo? Let me see if Doggo's here. Nope. No Doggo. He really likes that carrot, though. He really likes that carrot. Okay, so that slides. Ooh, look at that. You got your what is it? Dovetail joint. Right, ready? Oh, like a glove. I really should have taken the time to actually organize all these screws at some point, but I did not. Engagement or enragement? Ooh. There you are. So that screws on there with an M38. There we go. They were labeled. Were is a keyword. Oh, thank you, Gmail or YouTube notification. Apparently I'm live on YouTube right now, guys. Okay, so now we got to put the servo in. So, servo MG90S. Is that the servo I have? MG90D. Well, I have an MG90D. It's calling for an MG90S or Savix, whatever the hell that is. Improved? Okay, so we're going with the D, I guess, because that's what I have. Improved version. Okay. And it's going in like this. Okay. And there's a little spacer if you're using a different one. No, this is only benchies. Exactly. Only benchies. What else are you going to use it for? Okay. Use the screws from the servo kit you have. Okay. Driver, you're welcome. I'm glad to have notified you during my live stream that I am indeed, in fact, live streaming. As long as it fits in, it's a Metal Gear, it'll work. Metal Gear. You knew? Get the proper bit. Don't just make it work. No, let's try bit. There we go. Metal beer. That's what they drink in Russia. Or vodka. One or the other. Okay, so you are tapping into plastic, so obviously don't over torque it. Make or break moment right here. Someone make a GIF of the moment my store dies. Why, are you getting hit that hard? You're the ES126. I love this thing. It's powerful enough for up to M3. It'll seat an M5, but it's not enough to torque it. The switch wire, yes. If you are building a switch wire, anytime you're playing around with the key back, wear safety glasses. Okay, so the servo's installed. Orientation is correct, hopefully. And then servo wires. I should zip tie these. Oh, you know what? Mr. DFH, did the kit come with the zip ties? I don't know if it did, because I have my own all over the place. What software do I use? What do you mean software for braided dog hair? Software I use for streaming, I'm using OBS. I use OBS for streaming. Oh, software. Oh, I thought you meant like for controlling this. Any slicer will work, but the Enraged Rabbit carrot feeder project is klipper only at this time. So we have our zip tie. Secure the zip tie. Make sure the wires are flat against the servo as shown. Okie dokie. More heat sets. So that part. Okay. More heat sets. Yeah, this guy, by the way, this thing is only going to print PLA. Like, it's going on my switch wire. Switch wire is a PLA machine for me. Just don't print your voron in PLA. This has only been tested in ABS as well. So if you print one of these in PLA, you may run into issues potentially. What do you think about the Octopus Pro? It's pretty cool. I think they want to send me one, but I really don't want to rip a controller out of one of these printers again. So if I get one, it might be a bit before I use it. Especially consider the people that want to send me a Trident kit wouldn't be too happy if I use their competitor's board. But we'll see. We'll see. It's still a ways out. If it works as good as an Octopus but allows higher voltages, then you're good. I think some guys on the team have them, or beta them, or whatever. Maybe I'll get one and put it in a micron. A micron with 48 volt NEMA 14 steppers. Yeah. Send it. It comes with the wait, you're putting one in the micron kits? You're seriously putting an Octopus Pro in the micron kit? V0 48 volts. Is there room for two? You need two power supplies. That's the only downside is you need a power supply. Oh, my micron. Okay. Well, I'll reply to BTT and have them send it then. Because I'll just have them buy one, send one to me instead of make you pay for it. Okay, magnets. Crap. Where did my magnets go? Uh-oh. Oh, they're there. Okay, so heat set insert right side. Okay. Insert the two magnets in the dedicated pocket. So I'm assuming the magnets, it doesn't matter which way these go. Oh yeah, because these are the, this is like the legit, because like this is the, for maintenance, this is like the real one, so. These kind of just go in there like that. Shit it down all the way. Oh yeah, this moves. That freaked me out for a second. Okay. Why is everyone pushing these color TFT displays? What color TFT displays? Are you talking about like the Mini 12864? Or are you talking about like the Octo or the Octo screen? Yeah, Mikio, are you talking about the Octo screen? Or was it Clipper screen? Clipper screen. I just did a video on it. The TFT 35. I know, I'm using a TFT 50, but Clipper screen uses a dumb screen. It uses like any screen that plugs into a Raspberry Pi. It doesn't run any of it for its own firmware. Yeah, I'll do all the guide stuff. I'm hoping to get this built up this week, and then next week we'll actually get it put on the printer. I don't know if the Octopus Pro is bigger. So that, and now we need to put a Bmg Idler assembly on here, I guess. So let me find one of those. I have bags and tools everywhere right now. There we go, a Bmg Idler. I don't know why we're putting a Bmg Idler on here, but we are. So we gotta put, you know what, I'll do this all at once. So I need an idler. I need a wee bit of grease. I still have it on. Off. So it looks like it just kind of slides in there. So this was the piece we were working on with the inserts. This is this piece that has the angry face on it, I guess. Looks like an owl. And that kind of just goes there, I guess. Where'd that block go? Okay, so that goes there. What kind of belt? Delta? I didn't buy a Delta. I got it sent to me. It's a an FL Sun Super Racer. Yeah, Super Racer. So, for those that make sure you're subbed to the channel Friday, or actually no, Tuesday afternoon. I'm unboxing this. We'll build it on Tuesday. So now we put the two halves together and we put the collet in. For closing the encoder, insert the ECAS. So that goes there. That goes there. M320. That's M38. That's an empty bag. That's an empty bag. That's an empty bag. I might have a slight obsession with 3D printers. Maybe? This is number 12. Technically 13, but I gave one away already. I gave away the JG Aurora Maker, because that was kind of the... I also happen to be, you know, a 3D printer content creator type person. So it made kind of sense that I would have 3D printers. So it says here, and this makes it a lot easier, these two halves come together. Put this in before you screw them together. Yeah, we're not building a voron delta. M38. This screw is tapped directly into the plastic. It's used to make physical contact with the selector end stop. Okay. So M38. Oh, and by the way, for the Delta, I might do like a review video on it. I don't know, but I am totally putting a direct feed tool head on it. I have an orbiter. I'm going to put it on a Delta. I'm going to slap a klipper on it, and we'll see how good Input Shaper does. Okay, so put a little M38 on there. And this is just for the end stop. Okay, now a 623 bearing. Where are they? Oh, okay, 623 bearing. Wait, is that the right bearing? Add another bearing. Yeah, direct feed on a delta, why not? Am I missing a bearing? Oh, there it is. Didn't know you could change out delta feed assemblies. They're 3D printers, man. You can print an adapter for anything. So this goes in here. And then another M320. Oh, this is a you can use any slicer you want with a voron. I use Super Slicer, and with this guy I'll probably use Prusa Slicer, because the newest version of Prusa Slicer has a lot of features for multi-material. Because Prusa XL is IDEX, so... Or at least that's what Joseph has been teasing. Okay. So using some 1.75 filament, check that the BMG gear spins well when you slide the filament in the encoder cart. Okay. That ain't gonna work. That's pretty tight. Where is... I had that little piece. I'll go get another little piece. That'll work. There we go. Thank you, David. Some printed solid Jesse PLA. Very handy for this. Oh, this is the encoder. Okay, so Mitchell, thank you for becoming a member. So if you look at it, as the filament goes through, focus. As it goes through, your BMG gear rotates. So that rotates. Loosen that off just a bit, a little too tight. There we go. So that is an encoder, apparently. So now we need our actual encoder, which is, ta-da, this guy. So this is how you do a quick, easy encoder on a 3D printer, I guess, is you use a BMG gear and whatever, I'm assuming this is it an optical board? I don't even know what kind of board this is. But we are going to install it. It's a TCRT5000. There are many different PCBs with the TCRT5000 sensor on them. The one we want looks like this. Off-centered hole and an LED. Off-centered hole and an LED. Okie dokie. Sensor pins. Delicately straighten the pins. Okay. So, these pins are on an angle, so we gotta straighten them. If this doesn't work, I could just resolder them though. That'll do. That'll do. Infrared reactive IR. Or reflective IR. Cool. Science. So that goes in like that. Watching me solder is a long drinking game. I have two OSCI tone synthesizers that I'm going to be building. And I will be streaming it. So, hope you like watching me solder then. Because you guys are going to get all that. Put that $10 to good use. I'm going to be using a proper soldering iron for that. So we have that, we have that, we have that. That attaches to that with M38. Ready, ready? Snap. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Like a glove. I probably should buy a fume extractor for if I'm doing a soldering stream. Not only for my health, but also because I know people will just complain constantly that I don't have one. So I probably should get one. Matt Shammy, thank you for becoming a member. Why buy one? 'Cause lazy. That, we have that, we have that. The gate key. Install the gate key earlier in its dock. Okay. So that just kind of snaps in there, I guess. And then filament hinge. Use 1.75 millimeter filament as a hinge for the connector cover. Cut both sides flush. Okay. So this looks like it goes both ways. So that just snaps in there. And then I have a hinge right here. And I need a piece of filament. Now, since you can see this, I'm gonna go get some black filament. Some bulk filament. There we go. good enough. Where is the little one? Oh, that'll do. Of course, every time I do this, I stab myself. Yeah, good enough. There we go, that ain't going anywhere. So we have our hinge, and that should lock. Or just breaks, but oh well. There we go. And it's got a little wabbit on it. I'm gonna have to print a new hinge because the little tab broke off on it. It's supposed to click into there. Oh well. F, yep. Oh well, it's an easy fix. Now we are building the linear axis. Oh, belt tensioner. I gotta put the belt tensioner in. And that is an M320. So belt tensioner in. So there we go. There's our carriage. Hey, I don't know if Ette's here. He's the guy who designed this. Instead of having a little really thin plastic tab that is really easy to break for this to latch into, how about put a screw in here, a short metal screw anywhere, and then a magnet so that this is now magnetically locked if possible, instead of a printed plastic tab that breaks. I don't know if that's possible, but Disposable Elite, $20. Thank you, appreciate it. Add it to the whiskey fund. Everyone needs a pinch of whiskey from time to time. Sends you some bourbons. You know what? I can't remember the last time I actually tried bourbon. Well, I've had bourbon, just it's not on my normal list. So now we're building this part. Ooh, those are things. Okay, so we'll put that away, put that away. Get that guy. A 20-tooth pulley. An M516 and a nylock. How about glue a magnet to attract the gate tool? Yeah, just something, because that little thin plastic part is going to break, unfortunately. Okay, so there's that. And now 1,000,000 heat sets. I'm just gonna grab my bin of heat sets. Material's too thin for the magnet. What I'm thinking is, I know, oh, you can't go on this one. Have the magnet in the body Either push in from the side or just from the top and glue it in. And then this, you would just have to find somewhere where you could just put like an M3/8 screw, just something metal. Just find a way to get something metal in here so that when you close it, it magnetically locks. Because this little tab literally just snapped right off. It's got barely anything holding it. I'll try printing it in nylon or something. See if that helps a bit. The little Mike, by the end of the streams, get some nicer whiskey. I like my cheap whiskey. A pulley grub screw, exactly. Something small and simple. Hell, just a washer. It just needs to be enough. I'm assuming this is just to prevent it from rattling. Okay, so I have a lot of heat sets to install now. Wyoming whiskey. I prefer my Canadian whiskeys. JP Wisers. I had some Bareface. I'm all out of that. And just get a lot of cheap whiskey. Okay then. I can do that. Cheap iron, why aren't you heating up? There we go. Are you heating up? I think my cheap iron died on me, guys. Okay, so when your soldering iron is plugged in, you shouldn't be able to do this. No, it dead. It's dead, Jim. That's okay. I've dropped it on the floor like a million times. Time to buy a pencil. I have a TS100. I just don't like using the TS100 for this kind of thing. Oh, you know what? No. Oh, that's what I did. Dang it. I accidentally unplugged the extension cord. Never mind. It's not dead. I'm just dumb. There we go. I'm just an idiot. Where did I put my tweezers? Filament on fire. $5. Thank you. Appreciate it. Would send you some KY bourbon, but the ATF would lock me up, and so instead I'll add to the fun. Thank you. No amount of YouTube donations can fix that. Nope. That is hot. There we go. Okay. So now I can put the heat set inserts in. There we go. Yeah, this is the downside to actually not having a proper setup. This is just a room in my basement of my house. I don't have no fancy studio. So unfortunately, I have a electrical setup from the previous owner who did the basement, who did not do a great job. So not only do I have all the hidden junction boxes, I don't know where a lot of my power down here comes from. I'm in the basement. This circuit is on the same circuit as my bathroom upstairs. But plug locations are not enough and not in great locations. So I have to run an extension cord to the other side of the room, because I have one right here that is all taken up by the computer and everything that's plugged into it, like the 3 monitors, 2 lights, the computer, the cameras, and then I have one over here that runs to a UPS that's for all the printers, and then the only free one I have is over there. So will I be doing a try it maybe in the future? Just sold house problems. Don't get me started. Pretty much. I need Bob Vila to come save me. Have I ever tripped my breaker? No, I've been a little cautious with that. Right now in this room, I have, what do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 printers. 7. I have 8. I have 8 printers in the room right now. 9 including the resin. And then I have 2 printers in another room that are just chilling in there because I don't have room in here. That's the Mingda and the Artist D Pro. The Delta will be in here. So I'll have 10 printers in this room. Right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plugged in. But the most I've ever run at once was 4. I had both V2s running, the switch wire and my resin were all running at the same time. And this computer was on but was just idle. That's the most I've had on at once. And yeah, because I only have it's only a home circuit, right? It's only your standard home circuit, so I only have 15 amps, right? What's my favorite filament sensor? I don't run filament sensors on any of my printers. I don't have run out detectors or anything like that. Old school. Aguilado, thank you for becoming a member. Do I have a favorite base profile? I use Doc's PIF profile as a base for my V2s, and then usually that's kind of like my go-to for everything else. For my switch wire, my printing profile for my switch wire is a Prusa Mark III that I sped up a bit. Put a 30 amp fuse in the circuit, she'll be all right. Exactly, right? Like, it's only the fuse that matters. The wiring the wall can handle it. Legit, I have no idea how good the wiring in this wall is. Like, oh, hey, look, motors. So something called a motor lock. Okay, so M38's all around, and that goes in there. Go. Ta-da. Hi, Miss One. Thank you for becoming a member. Yeah, remove the breaker. You know what? I have some 308 and some 762 by 54R in the other room, so I think I'll just put that in, and that way if the breaker pops, it's an audible warning, right? I could just do that, right? That's safe. Here's the thing, this is all I got. I can't really do much else. I could turn the garage into a kind of like an overflow studio, so that, like, you know, keep this as like the filming studio, and then have the garage where, like, you know, the printers live and whatnot. The problem is, I live in Canada, my garage is not insulated, it's not heated, so I would have to fix both of those. Because I don't think 3D printers and resin machines like -20 Celsius, because it can drop that low in the winter here. The humidity in the summer, because it gets up to, like, we had days where it was like 35 degrees Celsius plus humidity. Yeah. $762 should be good for 30 amp. Yeah, exactly. Perfect for printing PLA. Exactly. Print outside. That's one thing I want to try in the winter is if you put your printer outside in the winter, do you get better overhangs? Okay, so idler side. Fully insert the 8mm smooth idlers on the idler side. There are holes allowing you to check the rod are in place. Okay. Oh, look, there's holes. So these go in here. Ooh, that goes in good. That goes in like that. Nope, no dog hair. I don't want dog hair in this already. Okay, so those are in. And then this goes on that side. And then this goes like that. And that goes whoop, whoop. Oh yeah, that moves nice and smooth. Oh yeah, no play, smooth movement. ERCF 1.1. There we go. I don't need free dog hair. I have enough. A garage, oulida of Mr. Frenchman, ooh la 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 garage. Okay, when I was in Alberta a couple summers ago, ooh, that got a little warm. Well, actually a couple summers, like a decade ago. It's a garage, and they're like, it's a garage. And I'm like, it's a garage, and they're like, I literally got the ooh la la, Mr. High and Mighty, Mr. Proper English. Okay, so we got motor side. So don't fully insert the rods to the motor side. Oop, okay. Just let them center and just get M316 screws to contact. Okay, well, I screwed that up. I put them in all the way, but whatever. We can make it work later. M316s. How's the stiction? It's not bad, but it's not a printer, so it's not a big deal. All right. Belt installation. How much should... Dang it. How far in should these be? Like, should these be in... You know, I'll put it so there's like... Yeah, do bracket. Okay. Yeah, whatever. I'll leave that for there for now. I'll fiddle with it later. How far away are the French speaking from you? I'm in southern Ontario, so if I want to go to Quebecois land, it's like a 10-hour drive north. Most Canadians, I think, call a garage a second living room. Not really. No. At least not in my area. It's the garage. It's where you put all your shit in your car occasionally if you have enough room in there to put your car. Belt. Install the belt and pulley. Don't tighten the grub screws on the pulley yet, nor tension the belt. I can do that. I had the belt. Where did I put the belt? No. Where did I put the belt, guys? I am blind. I am legit blind. Something could be right in front of my face and I can't see it. And I am wearing my glasses. I saw the belt earlier. I had the belt earlier. No. 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 It was in the bag with this. YouTube blindness. Yep. Why do I have so many of these pulleys? Or bearings? Where did the belt go? I had belt. I'm gonna go get some belt because I'm blind. And the moment I go to get some belt, I'll find the belt. Here's the belt. Now I gotta find the 22. There it is. It's on the floor under the dog for... Could be. Okay, so that goes there. That goes there. No, I had the right camera. That goes there. Oh, that pushed right in. Perfect. So I really don't want to cut this yet. So I'm just going to kind of shoot, because I have no idea how long this has to be. So I'm just going to leave the belt like that for now. And then, oh yeah, I never tightened this. Oh, I did. No, I didn't. I need to tighten this more. I'm going to take a quick break. Not a break. I got to go find a nut for these, because I don't have a socket that'll fit that. So I will be back in 1 minute. let me see here. Huh. There we go. BRB. Ooh. Okay, I'll be back in like not even, hopefully less than 5 minutes. I gotta go find a socket to tighten this properly, and then I can size that and carry it. I'm gonna go find a drink too. I need a drink. So I'll be back. Yeah. Fun fact, I don't have what I need. So I'm gonna have to make do potentially. See if I can make this work with something. Because the problem is I have to tighten these nylocks, and I don't have a socket deep enough. Yeah, I don't have a socket deep enough to tighten them. Yeah. That ain't gonna work. So what can I do to tighten them? Nope, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. Because I'm all out, my wife has some really nice Mike's Hard Lemonade White Freezies. So, drink of choice tonight, guys. An 8mm deep. I don't think I have one though. Let me go digging in my closet, or not closet, my the good old junk drawer. Everyone has that junk drawer, right? Nope. Hey, 10mm. Nope, 7mm. Nope. Nope. This is kind of no bueno. a 1/4 inch. No, I need... Nope. That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. Shit, shit. So it looks like we may have to skip that and shoot. What I'm probably gonna have to do is bring one home from work. I have them at work in my toolbox at work. It's just that's at work. Language, fiddlesticks. Okay, so we'll skip that. Because it is tight, but it's not like... It needs to be tighter. Or, you know what? We're going to ghetto it with the pliers. Yeah, we're ghettoing it with the pliers. There we go. Everything's still lined up. Nope. Okay. Yeah, good enough. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We are good. Carry on. We're done. We're done. We're done. Okay. Okay, carry on. Sorry about that little break there. Most important step, this page is intentionally left blank. And now it looks like we're putting it on. So this whole assembly pivots on this side with M530s and some nylocks. So, assuming these are the M530s. And there were 2 nylocks left. Right there. There we go. That one was not intentional. Or was it? Bum, bum, ba. Yeah, come on. What? All the Fs, yes. Hey, I gotta drive that engagement somehow, guys. There we go. Okay. Don't you hate it when you're feeling perfectly fine and then you sneeze and then all of a sudden your nose just starts running a bit and you're like, God damn it. You have 305 viewing? Oh my god. Cool. Hello, people. Okay, so come over there. So this has to lock onto here. So this is how you size these, I guess. Well, first let's see what the manual says. The manual says put that in, adjust those so that it sits down flush. Okay, Idler position. Use the two M316 screws on the selector to finally adjust the 8mm rod positions, hence the Idler position. If you unscrew it, make sure that's okay. Make sure the small 3 slots on the Idler match the gear top panel bumps. Once tuning is done, lock the linear axis using the guide box slider. Okay, so there are 3 bumps here, 3 divots here. They need to mesh together, which they are not. So to fix that, you adjust the screws. So we're going to loosen those up. Okay, and then lock that down. Okay, and then we move these screws back up until they touch. Was there at some point I was supposed to put like something on the, like an arm on the... Okay, it never called to put an arm on the servo yet. Ooh, what did I miss, Tim? Okay, let's hook this belt up finally. So I'm gonna have to cut that. There's no room for extra belt on this. You have to cut it right to length, pretty much. Someone being rude? Okay. Oh wait, I can view that. That's right. Okay, so I've backed off the tensioner. So that way we could actually properly tension it. Pull the belt as tight as I can. Cut it. And then push it in like a glove. And then tighten it. I don't know, tight enough. The servo is there for moral support. Okay, I can dig it. Move that down. Go. That goes there. Goes there. Okay. Big Black Nova 454. Thank you for becoming a member. Okay, grub screws, tighten that, tighten the belt. Okay, we're good there. Wires. Users of the ERCF Easy Bird board. Wiring. Skip the wiring step, move to page 80. That's me! Because I have the board somewhere. So in this case, it's going to come up, over, out, down to the board. Oh, motor arm connector. It is no longer necessary to install a connector in the motor arm. Good thing I did that. Yeah, the manual was updated last week, like over the week. So there is, oh great guys, the webcam chat bot is back. I had user on this channel. Awesome. So I am using this guy. So some things are going to be a bit different on here. And one of them was like the original one has a bunch of quick connects here. I'm no longer doing that. I think I still am going to wire it up that way though, simply for the fact that I don't know the position of where everything will be. So I think I am going to wire it up traditionally. 2 seconds of echo. There should not be echo. Because the thing is, I don't know if I'm going to keep this on this one printer. Because this guy will go through here. And attach to there. Yeah, so I'm honestly going to do the wiring off stream on this. Well, this, I think we'll get it like kind of done up, but I'm going to wire this up off stream. Because I know this is going to be a bit of a pain. So I am going to wire this up off stream, I think. Just to make it a little bit less of a complete Pt2. I don't think, does anyone have any issues with that if I do all like the crimping and everything off stream? F, take Twitter photos. I'll take photos. Because the thing is, to wire this up the way you're supposed to, I'm going to have to take a bunch of it apart. So I think it'll just be easier just to do that off stream. So we'll get it all ready. It's just I won't actually do spend an hour crimping everything on stream. I'll do it on like a nice relaxing afternoon for me. Where put my zip ties cutter? There we go. We've still got to get it all hooked up. So that goes there, that goes there. Now we have bearing feet. Oh, I need to make up wires for the encoder. I don't have any wires for the encoder, do I? So I'm going to have to make up wires for the encoder. Shoot. So let me go find the wiring guide. Encoder and stop. What the heck is all this? Yeah, this is why we're not going to do wiring on stream. You could record yourself wiring the whole thing and make a complimentary videos. I could do that. Yeah, because I'm going to have to splice in stuff at certain points. So I'm going to need wires that go from there to there. Yeah, this will be a lot easier, honestly, with not me on stream, because I have to sit here and, like, figure this all out. Yeah. Oh, now we put the servo arm on. Oh, because you have to have the servo like engaged so it knows where it's at before you put the arm on. That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah. And then we mount it. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to mount that. That's gonna be fun. You know what? Let's figure that out. Because I'm not gonna wire it up on stream. So I'm gonna have to sit here and figure out what needs to be done in what order. And it'll probably be best if I just kind of do it off stream and make it look pretty later. gonna have my dog do it. If he can figure out how to wire, I'm all for that. But what we do have to do is figure out how we're gonna mount this guy on a switch wire. Yeah, where I'm gonna mount it, exactly. So what we'll do is we'll get it kind of mostly together at this point. So I have to take off right there. Go, that goes there. That goes there. There we go. We got that on. He has not come down. He does not want to come down right now. He is hanging up upstairs and he does not want to come down. And he is a mature doggo and you can't tell him what to do. So, considering he weighs, you know, he's the second heaviest member of this family, if he doesn't want to come down, he ain't coming down. No, I won't be using the carrot patch. I think I'm gonna try and use a rep box or something equivalent of that. Simply for the fact that I have room on. I don't have room for the carrot patch. I have to wall mount whatever I'm using, and it's gonna go up there. So that's pretty much kind of, it does kind of limit what I can and cannot use. These feet slide on, that is cool. Am I all out of M38s? If only I had like a whole drawer of them right here. Doggo knows no whiskey. Exactly. And remember guys, if you have not entered for the draw for a chance to get 2 of these, make sure you enter for the draw for the chance to win 2 of these. Because there's a draw for a chance to win 2 of these. So make sure you're entered for the draw for a chance to win 1 of 2 of these. You can't win 2, but there are 2 to go away. Give away. So here it is, all done except for wired up. So it actually feeds from this direction. So the filament would be coming out of there. So how it works is it will select whatever one you want to launch out of or feed out of. line up, and then the servo pushes down on the gate so that the gears engage and will push the filament out. And when it goes to each one and selects it, that also raises the washer so that the filament can feed through. So on paper right now, this should feed right through, hopefully. I need a little piece of Bowden. Yeah. So yeah, it would feed through. And then when it's done, it would retract the filament out, move to the next one. When it moves to the next one, the gate drops so that the filament can't come out anymore and get lost. And then it comes down, it locks, grabs the next one, and feeds it through. And that's how it works. And then it feeds it down till the tool head extruder, the direct feed tool head, grabs it, disengages the servo so that the filament is now moving freely, and just pulls it until it, it's done. Very nice. That actually works really good. Very nice. So how the hell are we gonna mount this? Let's go grab the switch wire. How is it handling the spools when the filament is retracting? That's the thing. There's a few different options. There's the carrot patch, which is like a buffer system. I'm hoping that I can go through and use a way that basically is very basic and uses gravity. But my thinking, and we're MS painting this. So if I have my printer, so here's my printer, okay, and there's the bed. Okay, so there's my printer. We'll have the ERCF mounted up here somewhere. And then what we'll have, because I made this up way too high, I'll move this down here. I will have something on the wall up here feeding the filament. And the filament hopefully will come down and then feed in. So this way when it feeds out, instead of going up here and screwing up the spool, it'll just kind of buffer down, and we'll just, so this loop here will just kind of loop down more. So what I'll do is I'll have like a piece of Bowden tube coming down for a certain amount. So we'll have a Bowden tube come down, and then we'll have like a Bowden tube come out. So that way when it back feeds the filament out, it just kind of spools here and just kind of chills, instead of going and screwing up the spools. That's what I'm hoping. I don't know if I have enough room for that though. That's the problem. Because right now, can you come out? You can come out. Okay, good. Okay. So now we have to figure out how we're actually going to make this viable. Because the problem is, what happens is when you feed the filament out, you don't want your spool becoming untangled, right? Don't lose these. That's extra. There. Get all the way over there. Making room so I can grab the switch wire. Just have PTFE the whole way. That's what I was thinking. So basically, you would have the filament feeding down from the box and just stop the PTFE there, and then have like PTFE feeding in, because you have PTFE feeding in. Why did I do that? How long has the mic been muted for? That's a lot of Fs. That was an accident. Let me scroll up. Oh shit, that was a while. Sorry guys. I moved something and I bumped the mute button. For like 2 minutes, oh shit. Okay, so anyways, we gotta figure out how to mount this to this. And yes, I know the colors don't match. That's okay. Oh, I have filament here, that's why. Oh, I have filament loaded in this toolhead. That's why it doesn't want to unload. So another reason I wanted to use the switch wire is compared to doing it on a V2, the Bowden is much shorter. So if this guy is mounted, and let's be honest, we're probably going to have it mounted like this. The Bowden tube really only has to go. So if that's on that side, that's there. Right there. So the shorter the Bowden tube, well, actually I'll have to mount it out. So what I'll probably do is just get some extrusions and put them like across here vertically. Or correction, yeah, put some extrusions across here so I can mount this right on top. This way it clears the belts up top here. The shorter your Bowden tube, the less it has to load and unload. So I wanted to put it on the switch wire because it has a pretty short Bowden tube length. Like it only goes up to the top. It's not like the V2s where you have to have enough Bowden to travel all the X, Y, and Z. I know it clashes a lot. It does not. Oh well, it is what it is. I'm gonna be putting on black extrusions too. So we might as well unplug these. Mount it to the afterburner. Exactly. So the only thing I should have to run to this thing is USB and power. Mount it to the back side of the X-axis. I don't think mounting to the back would be best. Here, let me get everything off of here and we'll take some looks at it. the motor. So I have two M4s now that are gonna sit, collect dust. Okay. There we go. On the switch wire, when the printer loses power, does the gantry fall down? Behold, no power. Ready? Ready? It has no power, and the gantry is staying in air. Keyback. It's literally a keychain retainer, and it acts like a counterweight essentially, so that because there's always about 13 to 19 ounces of pressure or force depending on the model keyback you use, the gantry is always kind of being pulled up a bit. So if you were to take the keyback and remove it from the equation, your gantry would fall down. But because we have the keyback, it stays in location. Technically, if you want to get technical, this is one of those things that we get away with 3D printing, because let's face it, 3D printers are shit CNC machines. We build them cheap, we build them light, because we are cheap people. So, if you look at a proper CNC machine, any vertical axis always has a counterweight. Because if your motor has to push your gantry up, your gantry weighs something. So it has to fight against the weight of your gantry to move it up. So if you could put a counterweight on it to remove as much weight of the gantry, the motor doesn't push that much. It's more efficient, it runs better, it lasts longer. Now, on a lead screw driven machine, it doesn't really matter too much because you have a lot of friction and gravity. So trying to counterweight that doesn't work. But on a Core XZ system like this where it's belted, yeah, you want to remove that weight because it's less work for the motors to do and you can be faster and more responsive. So I'm going to flip this over. Get out of here. 0. Close up of it, if you want. Behold, a keyback. It's in a little printed container to hold it. It goes up. We have a bearing up here just to act like a bearing. So now the wire goes up over the bearing, down, and then it just attaches to the gantry on one side. And that's it. Real simple. When is the ender video? When I get to it. Again, guys, this isn't my full-time job. I can only do this when I have free time. And I've got like a list of like 20 different projects that I'm kind of currently working on, plus editing, plus, you know, full-time job and a family. So I try to do as much as I can when I can, but certain things just are kind of get delayed. It happens. I don't want to have to cut the fitting off. Nope. Yeah, of course the fitting doesn't fit through. There we go. Hey, look, it made it through. There we go. No more extruder motors. Extra wire can go in the extra wire bin. So now all we have to run is a 24 volt power line from the power supply up to the top, and a USB-C line from here up to the board. And then everything else will be up at top. So let's figure out where the hell we're gonna put this guy. Yes, voron shower is complete. That's the big thing that everyone's been wondering about. Yes, the voron shower is nearly complete, or is complete, and is operational. So, I really like these spool holders. I think I'm gonna start putting spool holders on top of machines, just so I save desk space. So, yes, the colors don't match, but that's fine. So my option is either mount it up top here, which I think is the easiest option to do, and is honestly probably what I will do. Yeah, that's probably what I will do, is just get, let me see here. Yep, because I have some. Do I have any black ones? No. Yeah. So I have some 1515 extrusion. So what I will probably do is cut some 1515, because it has 3 legs. I'll probably just use 2 legs and skip this middle leg. I don't think it's that important. And then I'll just mount it on the extrusions. So let me go grab the other one. Don't fall. Scott Small, thank you for becoming a member. And Honda Guy 91, $5. Thank you, appreciate it. Thanks for all the videos and for getting me into Voron. Congratulations. And hopefully the videos helped. That's why I did them. So that will go there. And then you go right there. So that can go like that. That works, I think. That is probably the best option we have for mounting this guy, I think. Is that. And then we can put the ERCF. See, all the wires come out this side, which kind of sucks. But I can run them down here. Yeah, I can run them down here and going through under there. I do have a hole. Yeah, I do have an access hole. So I can run them down there, put the ERCF and just mount it right there. Or even mount it here. I could probably fit it somewhere. I'll make it work. Yeah. There we go. That works. That works. So take this down before I drop it. So that is what we'll be doing next week, is I'll get all the wiring done. We'll take care of mounting it. I'm gonna have to rebuild the tool head too, because this tool head's gonna have to get replaced now with the tool head, or at least the extruder is gonna have to get replaced with the end stop. So I gotta rewire it all, because I gotta run wires now for the, oh, I'm gonna rewire the whole thing now actually, because I have a, one of these doodads. So I have the, I don't even know what this is called. The rabbit board thing. Oh yeah, this camera never focuses anymore. I got one of these doodads for the tool head. So now I got to figure out a tool head board, because I'm going to have end stops and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, there's a lot to this. This is not a quick, simple, easy, itty-bitty project. There's quite a bit to this, if you play with all the extras. What extrusions are? They're 1515. They're leftover extrusions from my V0, my original V0, which is there. Andrea Dondolini. Thank you for becoming a member. It took me so long to get that name right. When I was a kid, I watched Reboot as a kid growing up, And the first time I ever heard the name Andrea was Andrea, the character from that show. So for the longest time, I called everyone who was Andrea, Andrea. And every time I said that, they'd be like, it's Andrea. I'm like, okay, sorry. Heart Toolhead PCB board. Okay, so yeah. So does this have, so we got, what do we have on here? There's a lot. I'm assuming this was soldered by hand. Yeah. I might clean up some of it. 5 volts. It needs 5 volts? Why does it need 5 volts? Oh, for the, I got the little stuff here for the ERCF toolhead sensor. So I gotta wire this up. I gotta build a whole new toolhead. I gotta rewire the whole toolhead, which means I'm gonna be running new wires for the whole thing, pretty much. Install a Galileo. Install this guy. Update the firmware. Do all the config stuff. Install firmware on this guy. Configure this guy. There's still quite a bit left on this. Okay. Carry on next week. What's my favorite extruder? Whatever extruder the printer that I have that has the plastic in it that I need at that moment has. I like the LGX, but I also run, you know, that one has an LGX, that one has an afterburner, that one has an LGX, that one has a mini afterburner. The Ender3 has a Humera. This guy's gonna have a Galileo. They all work. I don't print a lot of fancy exotic stuff, so for me, like, if it works, it works. And if it works, it works. Does the Galileo have the same gear? No, the Galileo uses smaller gears than the LGX. The Galileo uses the larger Bondtech gears, but they're not the large Bondtech gears. I have a Galileo, actually. Assembled somewhere. Yeah, here we go. Where is it? There we go. So, just to compare, this is your standard Bondtech gear, and there is your Galileo gears. So as you can see, they're bigger. They're about like twice the diameter, I believe. So you have more surface contact. So basically, I got to print the parts so that the tool head at least matches. I can deal with this not matching the colors of this, but the tool head's at least got to match. So I got to print new parts for this, build one of these and install it in here. Install one of these, wire it up, wire the whole thing up, and then yeah. So for the hot end, I'm going to keep the hot end that I have installed in here. This has a Dragonfly, and I'm going to keep the Dragonfly in it. The Dragonfly is a good hot end. So I'll just keep that in there. I had good luck with the Dragonfly in here. When I originally built this, I can't remember if it was a first gen Mosquito or a first gen Dragon. But when I was playing with dual feed, it always jammed. I think it was the Dragon, or I can't remember. I think it was the Mosquito. It jammed all the time. So I actually switched to using a V6. I used a V6. That worked okay because it has a wider throat at the beginning and it wasn't getting caught up. That worked okay. And then I started using the Dragonfly and it's been 100% for dual feed, which I don't do a lot of. So because that worked okay, I'm going to stick with the Dragonfly in here. And yeah. I'm Null, 55 Norwegian kroner, I believe. Thank you, appreciate it. Your videos really helped me building my 2.4, building a 01 soon, nice. I'm sure I'll be back to the build videos for all those. Awesome, that's good to hear. Mosquito, yeah, I think it was a Mosquito. I don't know. I'm not running Mosquitoes in any of my machines. They're collecting dust on a shelf right now. That was a waste of money. When's the draw? The draw is in 6 minutes. I'm pretty much done the stream, the build portion. We're waiting on the stream. We're going to do at 10:30. We're going to do the draw. And I think we're going to close it out there. So a little bit earlier than normal. Normally we got a 3-hour stream. We're doing a 2.5 hour today. Because I kind of want to, I think we're at a good spot with the build on here. I don't want to get half into tearing this apart or whatever, like half into rebuilding this, because I got to print parts for here. I forgot about that. So yeah. Printer from spare parts. No, that's the bonsai is down here. This was the printer built with spare parts. The bonsai. I literally don't use this. Like I built it just to build it. And I used it for my how to print ABS series. And then it's been collecting dust since then. But I am going to be using it for a video series soon. Once I figure out how I'm going to go about it. But it's going to be how to install Klipper on anything. Because I get a million questions. How do I install Klipper on this? How do I install Klipper on that? And I'm just going to make a video series on how to install Klipper on anything. And hopefully that'll help a lot of people. So, rip my mosquito. Yep. Mosquito Magna Pro Jammy not happy to switch to Volscom. Yeah, I seen that. Long live the V6. Well, E3D has a something going on this week. I don't know what they're going on about. It could be something. I don't know what it could be, but it should be interesting. Klipper on the ES126. Dude, it's got an accelerometer there on there. I've already got input shaper fucking installed on this for my for when I'm screwing things in and out. The torque curve is mwah. Klipper is worth it. Yes, Klipper is worth it. Well, it needs to be Klipper compatible. So you need an MCU that's Klipper compatible, which as long as it's like an ES or what is it? It's like an STM. If it has an STM, which is very common, it might be able to run Klipper. It must be getting better. No, that's just the random print of the day I grabbed. Before it was Circle Errors a lot. I was going to put the Elon Musk one in there, but it's all black, so you can't see it. So, because I'm having more fun teasing you guys. Because you don't even know what's in there. And that's the best part. It could be nothing. For all you know, I'm just screwing with you guys. Okay, so we're doing the draw in 2.5 minutes. Because you have no idea what's in here. It could be nothing. I could just be screwing with you guys. It could be the future of 3D printing as we know it. It could just be, hey, maybe it's just a fan mod that we're testing internally. And it's not ready for prime time and I can't show you yet. Who knows? You don't know. It's a V2.0 toolhead. So why would it? Yeah, it's a toolhead from the 3 years ago. There's a spider nest. The spiders wouldn't be alive because I was printing earlier today on it. How do I put Klipper on my Jeep? Very carefully. How many people have entered this draw? Let me check. We have 413. So last week we had like 500. So what the heck, guys? There's more of a chance of winning. I also heard, now I can't guarantee this, but apparently if you like the smash button and you're subscribed to the channel, there's a potential you might have a better chance of winning. Now, that's a lie, but it won't hurt. So how's the shipping gonna handle? DFH is gonna just throw it in a box, give it to a FedEx guy, and he'll make it happen. Jeff, you give me way too much credit. So you got 2 minutes, 1 minute, or 40 seconds. Ooh, 40 seconds, guys. Worldwide draw for an Enraged Rabbit Carrot Feeder kit. Also, if you're unlucky and you want to buy a kit of your own or anything Enraged Rabbit Carrot Feeder related, use the code. It's in the description. Buy a hair, 5% off on DFH's store. Need to call out Ette and his Patreon. Okay, apparently Ette has a Patreon. Go support his Patreon. I don't have a link to it. Okay, closed it off. Wheel of names. Names. See, I wanted to use the marble game. I know everyone in like that streams on like Twitch, they use the marble game, but the problem is the marble game doesn't work with YouTube, I think. So I can't use it. So let me, 1 second here, I'm just pulling up so I can send them off. So let's get the names of everyone. Create. So we have a total of 400 and, ooh, how many people do we have? 200. 300. I have to select all the names, so I gotta scroll through and select them all. Samuel, whoever you are the last person to enter. 431 people. Okay. So, I need a number between 15 and 20. And if you jump the gun, you get banned. Bye, Dr. Ronnie. Bye, Boot. 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And mods, go ahead and kick out everyone and ban everyone who entered a number that wasn't between 15 and 20. Take care of that. You guys can handle that. Okay, let's roll. I'm kidding. As soon as I clear my throat here, we will draw. Oh, wait. Sorry. I forgot the ceremonial garb of the draw. Nope. There we go. We got to do this properly. Big money, big money, big money! First winner is Matt! Congratulations, Matt! So let me find your name here. And let me send you off. There we go. So there is our first winner removed. You can only win once. Congratulations, Matt. Okay, now we have to draw another one. So congrats, Matt. Number between 3 and 8. Number between 3 and 8. 3 and 8. Three. Okay. 1, a 2, a 3. Crunch. Big money, big money, big money. Kits of plastic parts to build printer parts. And the winner is Ray Anderson. Ray Anderson. Mr. Anderson. Mr. Anderson. Congratulations! You have won yourself an ERCF 1-1. Congratulations. Round of applause. Everyone, round of applause. Round of applause. Get those engagement metrics up, because I know you're all about to leave the chat anyways. Mr. Anderson, congratulations. Congratulations. I love giveaways. And then now I got to find your info. Control F. Ray Anderson. Where's your email address? There you are. Ooh, Canadian. Yay! It's always good. There we go. Congrats to the winners. Yay. Okay. There we go. And now the hat's coming off because it's hot. What are we going to do for the rest of... So I can't build. I got to clean this up. Actually, I do have a question, Mr. DFH. Why did I get so many of these 608 bearings? What are the 608 bearings for? Is it something I don't know about? Why did I get like 4 of them in the kit? 5 of them. Oh, these are for the carrot patch. Aren't these for the carrot patch? For the patch. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Fidget spinners. I never printed a fidget spinner. Oh, you sent the monster kit. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah. Fire up Fusion and design my mount. I'm just going to use aluminum extrusions and drill holes in them. So yeah. So for those that don't know, Deep Fried Heroin, deepfriedhero.in is where you can get all this stuff. So he sent me the monster kit, which has all the gubbins. So it comes with all this stuff. It comes with the boards. It comes with the stepper board. It comes with everything. It's got a 5 out of 5 review already. Nice. And it does have gubbins. I have no idea what these are, but I'll sell you one. I didn't get gubbins. Where's my gubbins? One more draw. Well, see, the other draw was actually prearranged, so unfortunately I don't have anything else to give, unfortunately. As much as I love giveaways. What are the difference between the monster and the regular kit? I think the monster, the regular kit is just this. It's just everything you need to build this. The monster kit comes with the extra boards, the Cabbage Patch stuff, and all the other stuff. Thoughts on the Nevermore? I might do a Nevermore. A lot of people have been asking me. I don't have one in any of my machines. I don't run filtration or anything on any of my machines because they're all fully enclosed and they have their own room. So I don't run it, but I might build one just because a lot of people are asking about them and they want me to show how to build one, which if I'm not mistaken, is just a printed part with some filters and fans. So it's not exactly complicated, but people want me to build one. I'll build one, maybe. I'm saving those for later, John. You gotta stretch it out because as you can see, we've already lost 30 viewers. And not everyone hit the like button. So that's why. Can I put the screwdriver link in chat? Sure. Let me, like, it's an ES126. Let me find the affiliate link. I gotta go to my channel. Videos. Where is it? There we go. That installation. No, I don't want to hear myself talk. Okay, here you go. Here is the ES126, if you want one. That's an affiliate link. I need to disclose that. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but I get a kickback. You can buy it from AliExpress or a bunch of other places. DM me the details. What? Give me the details of what? 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 Yeah, I'm not worried about fumes. I work in a tool shop that has tryout presses for injection molds, and we literally shoot like hundreds to thousands of pounds of ABS a day. There is no active filtration system or exhaust system on some of our machines. And it's like, there's a guy standing at a door 5 feet away from a 12-pound front fascia mold being shot every 90 seconds. That's melted ABS, and there's a 30-foot barrel of molten ABS beside him. And our air is fine to breathe, according to the government. So if that air is fine to breathe, what does melting a 1 kilogram of ABS over a week gonna do to you? Sponsor a giveaway of an umbilical. Oh. Save that for another stream because I have to put together another draw unless you're okay shipping worldwide, and not everyone might need that, so I'd rather set up a whole other draw for that. So maybe in the future. We'll do that next week or something. But yes, I really like this screwdriver. So if you want to buy one, I did post the affiliate link. Or just not affiliate. Does your factory have more or fewer air changes per hour? I have no idea what that metric even is. Like, I know what that metric is, but I have no idea what those numbers are. This room is fully sealed off. I have the vent closed, and the door itself is closed all the time. So, like, it's sealed. Like, obviously, I don't print when I'm in here. Like, if I'm working in here, I try to not have the printers running, because half the time, if I'm in here now, I'm recording something. It's just easier to clean up audio if there's no printers in the background, because I run loud fans because I don't care about noise. So I run loud, cheap fans. Can you replace the battery? I don't know. I've had to charge it once since I did the V0 build, marathon build. So I like this screwdriver. So yeah, so we're gonna have to build that. Again, make sure you are subscribed to the channel, because on Tuesday, I'm thinking early in the afternoon my time. So I'm thinking between 2 or 3 p.m. my time, I'll go live. We're gonna build this guy, FL Sun Super Racer. It's a Delta. I've never had a Delta. It's gonna be fun. So we're gonna build a Delta on Tuesday, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss that. I'm gonna do it 2 or 3. I think that should be a good enough time for most people, simply for the fact that, like, I know for the Europeans that should be a good time for most Europeans. I know for a lot of like East Coast, you're at work, whatnot, but I can't obviously make everyone happy. Yes, Tim. So this is the point. This is why I really want a Delta. Because I've had this guy collecting dust for a while, and I feel bad for Jason for sending it to me, but I need to put it on something. So I'm going to put a direct feed tool head on a Delta. So I'm going to put klipper on it, put a direct feed tool head on it, slap an accelerometer on there, and see how good input shaper is. Because that is going to be fun. Yes, I'll put klipper on it. The only thing I'm worried about is with the weight. I'm pretty sure this Delta, the arms are magnetic. So hopefully the arms don't go flying off. I know it's twisted. This one always gets twisted. So yeah, so that will be Tuesday. I'll try and have a video out this week about something. Videos have been slacking lately. I know that. I've just been busy around the house with house stuff, and I only have so many free hours in a day that I can actually sit down and record a video and edit it. I did do a tour of a local place last weekend. I got to edit that video. I'm trying to teach myself, DaVinci Resolve 2. So that's another hiccup for my editing, is I have to relearn how to edit, because now that I'm doing 4K and whatnot, what I was using before doesn't really work too well. with that. So I need to relearn how to edit and edit at the same time. So that's that'll be tomorrow probably. Yes, actually I did a tour of Replitech. I have a bunch of their filament. So for those that don't know, Replitech is a local manufacturer of filament, and I got this, some silk pink. Eee. But they do things a little bit different in terms of the spools. They sell them by the meter. They sell filament by 600 meters spools instead of 1 kilogram. They only do PLA right now, and they're kind of just getting started up. They only have one machine. But I've used some of their filament so far, and it's been very good. I don't think I have anything in here. Oh, I think this stuff. No, this is the chassis. I don't know. I have it loaded in one of my machines. I think it's in the Mingda. South Detroit filament. If it was run by like a small town girl, maybe. Or no, that would be a city boy. It'd be a city boy running it. Luke, whenever it's... The problem is I need to figure out a proper format for that, because I literally have an inbox of like 100 pictures, and I need to figure out how to like pull them all out so that I can scroll through them all at once without having anyone's emails or anything shown. I need to like download them all or something. I gotta do that. That would probably be a stream at some point, honestly. We'll just go through and then I'll stream it, and then maybe I'll edit it down to a highlights video or something. What was the manufacturer? Replitech. They're our local company. Ray Anderson, sweet, I won. Congratulations, Mr. Anderson. I wish I had sunglasses when I said that. Software. Yeah, I know. Honestly, I'll probably just sit there one day and just download everything, and then just, then it's a folder that we can just scroll through. But then the problem is if I download everything, then I don't know who's what and whatnot, so. I did that kind of as a whim asking, because I see like it was a common thing at the time. A lot of like tech channels were like reviewing people's setups and whatnot. So I figured, hey, that would be something fun to do. And then I get suddenly, I got way more responses than I thought I would. And two, after I got everything, it's like, wait, how do I go about doing this? And then other stuff happened, and it's just been, it's on my list, but it's like, I have a list of things to do that's about like this long, and it's just, you know, I can only do so much. Because again, this is my hobby. This is part-time. Good idea, Fair. Oh, exactly. Like all my CNC stuff that's sitting in my closet right now. I bought a bunch of stuff for the CNC I'm designing, and I haven't touched it since April. Yeah, there's spools. It's what? It's $40 for the economy grade, and then I think $50 for like the higher tier. Basically, the economy grade is like within 0.05 millimeters, and the precision is within like 0.02. I have a spool of both. They honestly both print the same, because the way they measure it is they measure the whole thing, and if one little itty bitty part comes out above 0.02, then the whole thing gets thrown as economy. So like most of the economy spool is within precision spec anyways. But it's like 1.8 kilograms. It works out to roughly about 1.8 kilograms of PLA. So the only thing is it does need a bigger spool holder. It doesn't fit on the stock voron ones. All my stock commercial machines, it fits on the spool holder, but the voron one is narrow. So, any experience with inland ABS? No, because I think that's very common in the States, but I don't think I've ever seen it up here, and I've never bought it up here. So I think we're gonna call it there, guys. Unless anyone else has any questions or anything they want me to go over. I could tease you more about E3D, but I'm not, because who knows what's in here. All I know is I happened to find an old E3D sticker and I put it on that machine. Because why not? They do have a show next week, though. They might be announcing things, apparently. I don't know. Maybe. So, breakfast tomorrow is French toast and bacon with some hash browns. So anyone who, thank you all for enjoying the show tonight. For anyone who donated, you're awesome. For anyone who just became a channel member, you're awesome as well. Anyone who just watched the show, you're awesome. But those that are most awesome, they like that smash button. So before you head out, make sure you do that. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything I do. Thank you for supporting the things I do, the content I create. Tuesday, we will be building a printer, an SR Super Racer. I keep wanting to call it a Speed Racer, but it's a Super Racer. And that sucks because when it was on its way, I was running through the idea of doing like a Speed Racer like joke intro, and then it's like, wait a minute, it's not Speed Racer, it's Super Racer. And I'm like, dang it. So that kind of killed that idea. So we'll continue on with this guy next Saturday night. Tool head upgrades, all the fun stuff. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Be safe out there. Wash your hands. Cheers.